Hello everyone. Today we talk about one of the most important and very common word problems which students come across in linear equations, which is age word problems, where you have the age of certain people given and you have to find their present ages or what their ages will be few years from now or what their ages were some time ago. So this is very confusing for the students because they uh, they do not know the technique of how to solve these questions. Basically, the technique is very simple. So what you need to understand over here is, I'll just give you a key to solving these age word problems, and if you understand this key, then I'm sure that you will be able to solve the age word problems questions pretty easily. um, Over here you can see that I have three images and these contain almost 40 problems on age word. They are like age word problems, so there are about 40 questions in all, and at the end of the video I will expand all these images so that you can check out the questions that are given over there and you can use them for practice. For now, I will take up two questions from each of these images to solve as an example, and rest of the questions you can solve on your own. So pause the video anywhere you wish to and you can go ahead and solve these questions. So let me just give you the key first. So the key to it is, what you need to do over here is you need to make a kind of a chart. Sorry for my tedha meda line, but I hope it solves the purpose. So what you have over here is person 1 and person 2. Now there are three situations in which you will find the relations to their ages. So there is one present, one past, and one future. Suppose it says that a person, there is a relation between two people and one person is twice the age of another person. So you fill in the columns in the present first because it is talking about the present age. यहाँ हम present age की बात कर रहे हैं और present age में कोई भी इंसान, जो दो इंसान हैं उनकी उम्र का रिश्ता, उनकी एज का रिश्ता ऐसा बताया गया है कि एक इंसान से दूसरे इंसान की उम्र जो है वो डबल है. So if one person is x years old, the other person is 2x years old. Obviously you can interchange, आप किसी को भी x और किसी को भी 2x रख सकते हैं. अब मान लीजिए ऐसी सिचुएशन है जिसमें कि कहा गया है कि 5 साल पहले उनकी उम्र में 10 साल का अंतर था. सो पास्ट इज लाइक you are going 5 years back, right? So this person age 5 years back will be 2x minus 5, and this person age 5 years back will be x minus 5. So, and now you are being asked to find out as to what their ages will be, and the relation is given over here, that here the difference is say 15 years. The difference is 10 years. The difference in their ages is 10 years, and you are being asked to find out what their future age will be, say 5 years from now or 10 years from now, or whatever the case might be. It could be anything. Now we have the equation over here where we have found out that the difference between them is 10 years. So you simply proceed with this and find the value of x. You proceed with this part, you find the value, this one you use to calculate because this gives you the relation, right? The difference is 10 years. It gives you the relation. And from this, you can use to calculate the future age. So what is important is you fill in the right columns. So over here, if you're proceeding from over here, you would know that the next equation to follow would be 2x minus 5 minus x minus 5 should be equal to 10 years. So this is how you go ahead and you solve the equation. I don't know if there is going to be an answer to this or not, because I simply just gave out the numbers out of my head. So I don't know if even this is an actual problem or not. But just to give you an idea about how do these things work, how do these equations work. Now let us say that there's a situation where these things are not given. So let us say this is not a condition which is given over here, and instead we are talking about, let us delete this equation and let us say I'm using the same column to use another situation. Let us say that 5 years from let us say 10 years from now, the elder person is 20 years older than the younger person. So 10 years from now, so you have, this will be the age 10 years from now, and it says 10 years from now this person will be 20 years older. So it means that 2x plus 10. And if you want to equate this you need to add 20 years to this, because this is how they are going to equate. So it says that this person is 20 years more. So this person already has 20 years. This person already has 20 years more to their age. So that is why if you want, since this person already has 20 more years, if you want to make them equal, this means that if you're making them equal, this means that you have to add 20 to this person's age, because they already have an excess of 20 years. ये already 20 साल बड़े हैं, तो इन पर्सन की एज में आपको 20 years ऐड करना पड़ेगा, तब दोनों इक्वल हो जाएंगे, and that will give you the equation as it is. So this will give you the ages and you can calculate their ages. So what is important is that you remember this key, this chart, how to place, and once you learn how to place this, then solving questions will become very easy for you. Okay, so let me take up 2 questions from over here. Let me just expand this a bit so that we can see, we can see the questions over here. Okay, so let us bring this a little bit down, and the questions that I have over here is, you can pause this video at this time and you can check out all the questions that are there. Over here it says find the present ages. That is what is missing over here. So we will solve question number 1 and question number 5 from this page. So let us just move it a little bit to the side so that we can use the space to solve the questions. Let me move these questions a little bit further ahead, further to the side as well, and let us take this up, take up these questions. Let me clear it a little bit. Okay, so now we will be doing, you can pause the video and you can check out the questions over here. So now we will be doing question number 1 and question number 5. I'll be showing you how to do question number 1 and question number 5 over here. So again, we draw this kind of, remember I told you to draw this kind of a column where you have a boy is 10 years older than his brother. So there is this boy, there is this brother. So now we are talking about present age, right? So in the present age, present column, you say the boy is, if the brother is x years old, the boy will be x plus 10 years old. In 4 years, he will be twice as old as his brother. Now, what we need to understand over here is we are talking about future over here. And in future, how many years are we going to add? We are going to add 4 years. So this means that 4 years get added to the age of both the boys. So in 4 years, the boy's age will be x plus 10 plus 4 years, whereas the brother's age will be x plus 4 years. Okay, now the equation that we have over here, what we find over here is he will be twice as old. So this is what we need to keep in mind. We're talking about twice as old. So the equation that we present over here is, if the boy is x plus 14, the brother is x plus 4. When the brother's age is doubled, it becomes equal to the boy's age, right? So the equation that we get over here is x plus 14 equals to 2x plus 4. So we solve it ahead and we get x plus 14 equals to 2x plus, 2x plus 8. We take the x's to one side and the numbers to other side, and we have x minus 2x equals to x8 minus 14, and we have minus x equals to minus 6. We cancel out the minus signs, and what we get over here is the brother's age. So present age of brother is 6 years, and this boy, we can see that he was 10 years older. So the boy's age will be x plus 10, that makes it 16 years. Remember, this will be their present age. So this is very simply how we calculate this problem. So it said find the present age. Now if they say, once you find the present age, if they say what was their age 2 years ago, so if it is like what was their age 2 years ago, you can simply subtract 2 from this. So the brother was 4 years old and the boy was 2 years ago. The boy was 14 years old and the brother was 4 years old. So once you have this value of x, you can calculate any of the solutions that are given to you. Okay, so I'll take up, I hope you have understood it. Otherwise, you can pause it, rewatch it again and again till you get the concept right. Okay, let me get you to question number 5. So I will delete this and I'll just erase this so that we can take up question number 5 over here itself. Okay, the reason I am deleting this is, I could have very well kept it and moved a little bit down. The reason I am deleting it is because I want you to pause this video, practice the sum on your own, try to do the sum on your own, and then get back to the video, rewind it a bit and watch the solution and see whether you have done it correctly or not. Okay, so let us take up question number 5 over here. So there are two people, Fred and Barney. So again, let us make this column, and we have Fred and we have Barney over here. Let us look at the equation. Fred is 4 years older than Barney. So that means if Barney is x years old, Fred is 4 plus x years old. And see, we are talking about present over here. Now 5 years ago, so you see 5 years ago, so we are moving to past now. So how far we are going back in the past? We are going back 5 years in the past. So that means 4 plus x minus 5. Their ages would have been 4 plus x minus 5, Fred's age, and Barney's age would have been x minus 5. Because we are moving back 5 years, it says 5 years ago over here. So you can see that Fred is 4 years older than Barney right now in present. So if Barney is x years old, Fred is 4 plus x years old. But when we are moving to the past, it says 5 years ago. So their ages would be 5 less. And the equation that goes over here, the sum of the ages was 48. So now we have the equation. So what do we have? 5 years ago their ages were like what? Sorry. This will be minus. So 5 years ago Fred's age plus 5 years ago Barney's age, and together it was 48, right? So let us solve this. We have our equation now. So what do we have over here? 4 minus 10. So this is 2x plus 4 minus 10. Plus 4 minus 10 makes it minus 6 equals to 48. Let us transpose this. So we have 48 plus 6 equals to 54. So that means x equals to 27. So this gives us Barney's present age as 27 years, right? So what does it make Fred's age, present age? Fred's present age becomes 31 years. And now, see, now what were their ages? Let us just check if we got our solution correct. So 5 years ago, Fred would have been 26, and 5 years ago, Fred would have been 26, Barney would have been 22, and if you add up, their age sum is equal to 48, which is actually given over here in the question. So we see that very simply, it becomes very simple to solve these age questions when we are doing it this way. So once again, I will erase this so that you can do the sum on your own and you can practice this and check whether you have understood the question or not. Okay, now let me move on to the sorry, let me just move on to the yes, it is here. Let me just move it a bit over. Oh, sorry. Yes, I think I should be able to move it now. Oops. Please, please, please. Please move. Please move. I'll just transpose. Sorry, I'm not very good with these type of things, but I hope to keep on getting better. Okay, so let us have this set of questions now. In the meantime, let us move this bit a little bit to the right side so that we get more space to work on. Okay, so now what we have over here is the next set of questions, and let us solve question number 14, and let us take up question number 20. I'm just randomly picking up questions, so just try these out and see if they work. Let us take the so we have again the first thing that we do. Now you would be very well aware of this. We make this column. A man's age is 36 and his daughter is 3 years. 36 and that of his daughter is 3 years. Okay, so what we have over here is the man and the daughter. So it says now if we look at this relation over here, it says, so let me just zoom it a bit so that you can see it clearly. So the man's age is 36 years old and that of his daughter is 3 years, right? So in how many years will the man be 4 times as old as his daughter? So present age, let us first put it up. Present age, man is 36 years, his daughter is 3 years old. Now future, here we do not know how many years we need to add. This is the question over here. So the trick lies over here. So whatever be the number of years, the father is going to be 36 plus x and the daughter is going to be 3 plus x years old, right? We do not know how many years it is going to take us. That is why we are saying that it will, let us say it will take us x numbers of years for the man and daughter to be, for the ages to be in the relation which is given over here as 4 times. So now what it says is 36 plus x after x years. When you make the daughter's age 4 times, it will be equal to the man's age. So this is how we come across this equation. I want you to watch this very carefully and understand this very carefully. Here, the number of years is not given. They are just asking us to find out in how many years the man is going to be 4 times the age of his daughter. So the age of daughter in x number of years is going to be 3 plus x, whereas the man will be 36 plus x, right? The same numbers of years are going to be added to their ages. But the relation between their ages is such that the man will be 4 times the age of his daughter. So now we have the equation and we can solve it. So what we have over here is 12 plus 4x. So we take the numbers to one side and the x's to one side. So we have 36 minus 12 equals to 4x minus x. That makes it 3x equals to 24. So x equals to 24 by 3. That makes it 8. So it says that in 8 years, it will take 8 years for the man to become 4 times the age of his daughter. Let us check if this is true. So what do we have? So man's present age is 36 years. We add 8 years to it and what do we get? 44. The daughter's age is 3 years. We add 8 to it and what we get? 11 years. So you can say it is 4 times the age. So that means this solution is correct. Okay. So let us move on to question number 20 now. So let me erase this once again and we will start with the new question. Just a minute till we clear the board and we can move on to the next question. Okay, let me use a different color for this over here. I hope you are able to see the question clearly. The sum of Jason and Mandy's age is 35, right? Now let us again make the column. So here is Jason and here is Mandy, right? The sum of Jason and Mandy's age is 35. That means when you add their ages, it is going to be 35. We do not know who is what. So who is older, who is younger, or what their exact ages are. All we know is that the sum of their ages is 35. Now if I say how to go about that, expressing it in the linear equation or in the x form, how to express that. So if I say that Jason has 4 red balls and together with Mandy he has 10 balls, right? So what does this mean? That whatever Jason has, Mandy has 10 minus 4 balls, right? Are you able to get this? If Jason has 4 red balls, Mandy has 10 minus 4 red balls. So with the same logic, if the age of Jason is X, the age of Mandy will be 35 minus X. Because you take away Jason's age from 35, you take, if you are assuming that Jason's age is X, you take away those X years from 35 and you will get Mandy's age, because over here they say that the sum of their ages is 35 years, right? So this is how it is. Now let us put up present over here, because it is their present age. Now 10 years ago, let us move into the past. 10 years ago, Jason was double Mandy's age. So how far we are going back in past? We are going back 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, Jason's age would have been X minus 10 and Mandy's age would have been 35 minus X minus 10, because he will also be 10 years younger at that time, right? So the relation which we get over here is 10 years ago, Jason was double Mandy's age. So whatever Jason's age was, when we double it with Mandy's age, they become equal. So we get this equation over here. Now let us solve this equation. X minus 10 equals to 70 minus 2x minus 20. So we move the x's to one side. This makes it x plus 2x equals to 50 plus 10. So that makes it 3x equals to 60, and this implies x is equal to 20 years. So this means Jason is 20 years old and Mandy is 15 years old. Now 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, what would have Jason's age would have been 10 years and Mandy's age would have been 5 years, and we know that Jason was twice the age of Mandy. Okay, so this is how we solve this question. I hope that you have understood the various concepts. The reason I'm taking up these questions is because I want to give you an idea about the different types in which these age problems might be presented to you. So again, from the last set of questions that I have over here, let me take up two more questions while I erase this. And let us bring on the last set of questions. Where did you go, sir? कहाँ हो तुम? Okay, so here it is. Let me bring this, expand this. Oh, please. Arre, where are you, Sarji? I'm still not very good with these things, but I hope I will be able to drag it. Oh, I don't know what is happening over here. Please, please. Over here. Okay, I don't want to waste any more time, so let us just take a look at this over here. I'll just switch my what is this thing? Okay, let me just move my whiteboard this way and we can solve the questions over here. Sorry folks, I'm still not very good with these things. So let us take up question number which question shall we take? Question number 27 and question number 38. Okay, let us take this. So let me just move it bit to the side. If will I be able to do so? Okay, let me move the board this way. I'm sorry if you are unable to see it. It is a bit tilted, and right now I'm unsure about how to do it. I have tried it a bit, but I'm still unable to do so. So let us just go ahead with this. So once again, we have a column ready. A father is 3 times as old as his son. So it is father and son. So if the son is x years old, the father is 3s. Let us take this as the present age. 3 times as old as his son. And his daughter is 3 years younger than the son. So we have a daughter into the picture as well. So we have the daughter. Daughter is 3 years younger than the son. So that makes the age of daughter as x minus 3. If the sum of their ages 3 years ago, now again we are talking about the past. Now what is the past over here? Past is 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, what would their ages have been? So the father's age would have been 3x minus 3. Son's age would have been x minus 3. Daughter's age would have been x minus 3 minus 3. And it says over here, their sum was 63 years. So let us just get into the equation. So what does it say? 3x minus 3 plus x minus 3 plus x minus 3 minus 3 is x minus 6 equals to 63. That is the equation that we get over here. So 3x minus, now let us open up the brackets, and what do you have over here? 5x minus 3 minus 3 minus 6, that makes it minus 12 equals to 63. So when we transpose, we get 5x equals to 75, x equals to 25 over here. So the son's age, presently we have calculated, presently the son's age is 25 years, father's age is 75 years, and the daughter's age is 22 years old. So this is how the equation sets up according to this solution. Now let us see if this part, 3 years ago the sum of their ages was 63. Let us see if it is true. So 3 years ago, just a minute, daughter is 3 years younger, 3 times as old as is the sum of their ages. 3 years ago was 63 years. Find the present age of the father. Father is 3 times, just a minute. How can the sum of ages be 63? 3 times as old as his son, and the daughter is 3 years younger than the son, right? If the sum of their ages 3 years ago was 63, just a minute. Oh, sorry, x is not 25. I'm sorry, I did the calculation incorrectly over here. This is not divided, sorry. That's why I was thinking, why am I getting this type of an answer? Okay, so sorry, calculation error on my part. So this gives x as 15 years. So the son's age is presently 15 years. Father's age is, let me put it in a different color so that it is easy to identify. So the son's age is 15 years presently, the daughter is 12 years old, and the father is 45 years old. Now let us check with this part if this is also true. So 3 years ago, father would have been how old? Father would have been 42. The son would have been, how old would the son have been? 3 years ago, the son would have been 12. How old the daughter would have been? Daughter would have been 9. Let us add it up, and it comes to 63. So we are ticking this part as well. So this is how you solve this question. Okay, now let me erase this once again, and we move on to the last question for the day. And I hope that by now you are pretty confident about how to solve the word problems, the word equations that are there. particularly related to age, because these are very common word problems which the teachers love to give in exams. So we are taking that up. Okay, now let us check out question number 38 over here. The sum of ages of two children is 16 years. So there are two children, child 1 and child 2. So remember that earlier question which we did about Fred and Barney, the sum of their ages was 35, or over here the sum of the ages of the children is 16 years. So if one child is x years old, the other child will be 16 minus x years old. 4 years ago, the age of the older child was 3 times the age of the younger child. Now here we do not know which one is younger or which one is older. It does not matter. You can consider any child to be younger and any child to be older. Now we are talking about the past over here. So how many years ago? Past is like 4 years ago. So 4 years ago, this child's age would have been x minus 4 years, and this child's age would have been 16 minus x minus 4 years. Let us say this child is the older child. Let us consider this child to be the older child, right? So x minus 4 and 16 minus 4 minus x, that makes it, let us put it over here, 12 minus x. Now 4 years ago, the age of the older child was 3 times the age of the younger child. So this is the younger child. Let us call this as the younger child. So younger child, when you multiply it by 3, then this becomes the situation like this. So what you have over here is x minus 4 equals to 36 minus 3x, right? Now we move the x's to one side, transposition. X plus 3x equals to 40. So this gives us 4x equals to 40, and this gives us x equals to 10 years. So now remember, over here when we were talking, we said, let me take a different color. So we are talking about, this is the age of the older child. So the older child is 10 years old and the younger child is 6 years old. So I showed to you that you can take any child as the older child or any child as the younger child. Now let us see, if we take this as the younger child and this as the older child, then also can we do the equation or not? So let me move it slightly to the left and let us now redo the equation. So now here we have, this child is the younger child and this child is the older child. So this is like 12 minus x is the older child. So this will be 3 times, right? So what we have over here is 12 minus x equals to 3x minus 12, right? So we move the numbers to one side and the variables to the other side. So 3x, you take the x to this side, 3x plus x equals to 12. We have moved x to this side and we are moving the 12 to this side. So we have 12 plus 12, so that makes it 4x equals to 24 and x equals to 6. So now see that we have this as the older child. So here we are getting the value of x as 6. So you see, this is, we are taking that up, the value of the x value over here for this child would be 6 years and the other child will be, if we are taking this as the younger child and this as the older child. So over here you will find this is, the younger child is x, x, if this is x, one child is 6 years old and the other child will be, here we put this up as x and this one as 16 minus x. This one is the younger child, this one is the older child. So you have the younger child as the value being x minus 4 is thrice 12 minus x. So you have the younger child's again, age again as 6 years and the older child would be 10 years old. Okay, so we have this equation. So it can be solved in both the ways, and I hope that you have understood it in the way that I have explained over here. And now the age problems are easy for you. So thank you so much for listening to this. Thank you so much for watching this. Take care. Bye bye.